full size.
What is up, guys? SillyFil here, and welcome to our new a mod spotlight about the mod Big Reactors. So you've got tons of stuff we can talk through, and there might be 2 episodes. Actually, there will be 2 episodes about it, but in this first episode we'll be talking about the reactor. So first of all, to begin with the reactor, first you will need to find some yellorium ore, yellorite ore in any dimension it generates in, and you'll need to get as much as you can of that. And then you can begin crafting. So for the reactor casing, which is what you're going to build your reactor out of, you will need 4 iron ingots, 4 graphite bars, and 1 yellorium ingot. Seems pretty simple, right? But now we get onto the expensive parts. You'll then need 4 reactor casing, 2 yellorite, 1 diamond, and 1 redstone, and that will make the reactor controller, which will be used to control the reactor. Then you will need a reactor control rod, which will manage your fuel, and yeah. So you'll need 3 graphite, you'll need 1 redstone, and 1 yellorium and yellorite. I keep saying the wrong one. 1 yellorite and a redstone if I already said that. And 4 reactor casing if I said that. Alright, so for the reactor power tab, you'll need 4 reactor casing and 4 redstone. For the reactor access port, you will need 4 reactor casing, 1 chest, and 1 piston. And then for the ender tank glass, which will be used to complete the multi-block structure, you'll need 2 glass and 1 reactor casing. So let's begin building the structure. So we can build a basic 5x5. Whoops. So let's just build a 5x5 quickly. So you will need to fill out the bottom as well, but that's how it works. Then you'll need to do that and that, and let's just fill that in, fill that in, fill this in, and we should be good to go. So now that we've got the reactor casing complete, we can now move on to the next step. We need to place down a reactor controller. Now if you no wait, that doesn't work. Alright, so what it's supposed to do is if you right click it, it'll tell you what things you did wrong if it doesn't form the multi-block structure. So second of all, we're gonna put the reactor access point right there. We can put the power tap on this side, and I believe we can just put the control rod up here. Now if we are to right click it, still doesn't work. But all we have to do is now fill this all up with ender tank glass. Now you already saw how to make it, so that's good. That's where you import your goods, your yellorite, and it'll export cyanite, which is pretty much waste, which you can then turn into plutonium using the cyanide reprocessor. Yeah, and I'm not sure we can use plutonium for still, but we can check it out. So we're almost done. Now I forgot to just add something, and that was the yellorium fuel rod. I'll show you the crafting recipe in just a second. So all you have to do is just do that, and it's formed. The multi-block structure is done. So that's what you should get now. So to make the yellorium fuel rod, you will need 2 graphite, 1 yellorium, and 6 iron ingots. So now let's power this big boy up on. But it won't work, and you know why? Because we haven't gave any fuel yet. So put the yellorium ingots in there. Now the fuel rod is full. If we press activate, it will begin generating redstone flux from thermal expansion. And as you can see, the core heat is really hot, so that will increase the fuel wastage. but you can cool it down. So for example, and it'll also generate faster if you add more control rods, but it will also generate faster if you add, forgot what it was called again. Yeah, you can add more fuel rods and control rods, or use gelid cryothium or something that can cool it down, and you'll just need to wait for that to come on, because again, gravity, it's gravity, people, it's gravity. So pretty much just put that there, just fill that all up perfectly, sure it's all good. No, stop falling down, please. Don't like. So pretty much fill that up now. Just, oh wait, we're already inside it, yeah. So pretty much just do that, and do that. And let that sink to the bottom, and do that one. It will sink beautifully under the place. We're almost done, just one more, and we should be good to go. Yep. Now that that's all done, looking good, except we might need to actually just do that again. We're good. So now we are fine. Let's just go around and make sure it's all good. Nope, we're missing. If you don't do it correctly, then you'll run out of fuel, and that's just bad. It's bad for the thing here. Alright, so now that we've done that, it should all form again. And after we press activate, we got like 3,000. Well, we might actually get more this time, so let's see. Actually, we got 1,300 or something. Now we're getting tons more power, as you can see. And the core heat has reduced, and the casing heat is larger, so now it will reduce the amount of fuel being wasted. And if we want to, we can actually add more fuel rods, just like so. And they will share the same fuel, unless you put more inside. So it will drain it out of the middle one. And plus, the reactor control rods, you can like insert rods, so it will use less like fuel. And I'll show you that at the end of the episode. So now, wait for that to cool down. And now we activate. We're now going to be getting more stuff. You can see here. We're getting tons more flux as I've added more fuel rods. And as you can see, the core heat went up and the casing heat went down. That's okay. And there's its internal buffer. Currently charging, but that's pretty good amount of flux per tick we got there. So we can actually charge a resonant energy cell. Just grab one. Where is it? Grab a resonant energy cell. Come on. There it is. So just grab a resonant energy cell, plug that in, and it's charging. Yeah, that's pretty much. And you can put as much power taps as you want. It'll just use more power. Alright, and now you can see the energy buffer is out, but it will be inputting the power into the energy cell, which is what we want. And yes, now I'll show you the control rods. So this also uses computer craft and RigNet integration, which is cool. You can have like a computer port and a RigNet port. And now to make the computer port, it's 2 gold, 1 redstone repeater, 2 redstone, and 4 reactor casing. To make the RigNet port, it's 4 reactor casing, 4 RigNet cables, and 1 gold ingot. So we can just put that there, and then get the RigNet there as well, and it'll still work. We can grab a computer like so. I'm not really good at computer craft. I have to practice. So if we plug that in just there, we can now use let that boot up. So I believe it's peripheral. yeah, not sure exactly how it works. So, like you guys said, but you've got Rednet as well. So if we just grab some Rednet, and yeah, you can pretty much do Rednet like that somehow. And I don't know Rednet either. And come on. Alright, so apparently I was lagging like crazy, so I just broke that. Yeah, no big deal. But the cryothium will leak out. But yeah, that's pretty much all for this episode, guys. And yeah, you can pretty much expand and also you can like use these control rods to set a name for a computer craft or Rednet, like a test. And now that has the name test, and now you can insert the rod by 60, and then this one can get 40, and this one can get 20. And now if we power it on, there will be a big power difference because it will use less fuel. Now as you can see, we get 2,500 RF. But if we remove the fuel rods, then we will get much more power. See, we've gotten like 3,500 now instead of 2,500. So that's how it pretty much works. And in the next episode, I will be showing you the turbines and how they work and the reactor coolant port. Hope to see you guys later.